Well, Sima, at the time that George W. Washington Carver was coming up, cotton was really the big cash crop, but he knew that black farmers needed more than that in order to survive and to thrive, and there really wasn't anyone out there helping them in any way. So George Washington Carver went on to get a high degree in agriculture, and Dr. Deborah Reed, he really did a lot of work, even collaborating with Henry Ford.
Yes, all around trying to make plants into industrial products. At the time they called it chemergy, and it was taking a plant. He is most noted for peanuts, but it's soybeans or sweet potatoes, alternative products from these things.
And in order to get there, he had a lot of research to do. So this is really interesting because you have one of the tools of his research. What was he doing on this microscope?
Yeah, so this is a scientific microscope, and he used it in a lab, well, his personal lab down in Tuskegee, Alabama. And he spent his entire career there researching different alternative uses for things that farmers could actually diversify and profit from growing.
That's so interesting, studying the molecules of sweet potatoes. And going down, there's actually a photo of George Washington Carver, and it was taken at Greenfield Village. So that was really interesting. Although he did the bulk of his work further south, he did come up here to collaborate for a time with Henry Ford.
Yes, I like to think of Ford and Carver as pen pals. They met personally in the late 30s. They were both elderly, not young, but they carried on a correspondence for the rest of their life. Henry dedicated a nutrition lab here in 1942 and built a cabin memorializing Carver that is in Greenfield Village.
So George Washington Carver, he studied using this very microscope, studying the cells and the way different vegetables work to try to figure out, hey, how else can these be used? How can we perhaps sell them and make more money off of them than what we're currently able to make, so that way black farmers could make an income, could make a good living and support their families and their communities. He was the first to really focus on helping farmers, black farmers specifically, but after him, he really started a movement.
Yes.
And really encouraged many others to come alongside and really launched quite a community.
Yes. Think about it as a molecular transformation. So it's creating synthetic products from these natural plants. It's renewable resources.
I love it. So much you can learn right here at the Henry Ford Museum, and we've got information on your screen and on our website at WXYZ.com. You can come on by and check out their many exhibits, but of course take a walk through history, and I guarantee you'll learn some things you never knew before. Sima,
I bet you're right, Jennifer Ann. Thank you so much for that live report.